So one of the big questions about having a reef aquarium is how many fish do you put in it? And I would suggest this tank is pretty much what I would consider to be full. There's quite a lot of fish in this tank. It's very busy and there is a lot of growing to do. There's plenty of tangs that are going to need plenty of room to grow. There's angels, there's wrasses. There's a beautiful assortment of fish in this tank. But at the end of the day, the more fish you have, the more maintenance you must be prepared to do on the tank. So less fish, less maintenance, more fish, more maintenance. And then the other thing is that one large fish is equivalent to, let's say for example, 20 small fish. So the bigger the fish, the less ratio of assimilation the fish will have, and therefore disproportionately the larger the amount of waste the fish will produce. So adding the number you want of small fish and letting them grow is the key. The other thing is that fish do emit pheromones and phenols into the water, and that does stunt their growth. So some of these fish, the tangs and so forth, in the wild will grow to be sort of 30 centimetre fish. In an aquarium, due to the concentration of pheromones and phenols and so forth, they are not likely to grow to that size. The other thing that's quite interesting is that it's been suggested that fish actually have no concept of their own growth. They only have comparison. So therefore, if you go and chuck a massive tang into your tank, then as far as the tang is concerned, it is a small tank. So you can get a fish from a large tank, put it into a small tank, and you will see visible signs of stress because the fish has something to compare it to. But fish have supposedly no concept of their own growth. So if you get all the fish and you put them all in quite small, and they don't know any different to your aquarium, they have no idea that they're actually growing. As far as they're concerned, they're getting from this rock to that rock, from the sand to the top, and the fact that their body is larger doesn't mean that they necessarily think the tank is any larger or smaller, because they have nothing to compare it to. So they've got large fish that have grown in an aquarium, and the fish are visibly happy. Their fish have no visible signs of stress. The water quality is good, health is good, fish are happy. Then they've got that same fish, then they've got, let's say, the same species of fish from a large tank, put it in a small tank, and they've seen visible signs of stress. So as far as we understand, if you buy your fish small, I don't mean small enough to be fragile, but you buy your fish small, let them settle into your aquarium, and let them grow up in your aquarium, you really are giving the fish the best opportunity to be happy. So I really caution against buying large fish unless you have a really large aquarium. So buying them small, I believe, is better for them, and you get the enjoyable experience of growing them.